Hey, we're the Screen Team. We are doing movie reviews as we do some movies of
foreign films, foreign language films, not made in the United States of America.
See, I think you just say it a lot better than I do.
Oh yeah, I mean, I have eloquence. I have class. I have dignity.
What do I have?
You have just shockingly good looks.
It's why I'm here. It's why I host the show. The next film we're going to review, Sean, is a movie called Battle Royale.
Yes.
A lot of people probably don't know this film, but they probably know a film that's a lot like it.
Yeah. If you have seen The Hunger Games, some people would say that The Hunger Games was inspired by Battle Royale, or if they're of the more cynical persuasion, they would say concept stolen by Battle Royale or from Battle Royale.
There's nothing new under the sun, my friend.
You're right. But man,
it's just a little too close for comfort.
There are more than a couple similarities here.
All right, so what are the similarities between the two movies?
So Battle Royale is based on a book that came out in Japan in the mid-90s, late 80s, early mid-90s. It basically is a group of school children, usually a class, is taken away on a supposed field trip, deposited on an island, and forced to kill each other until only one remains. Okay. There's some kind of, mumbo-jumbo at the very beginning about how, increasing crime and stuff led to all this. But
it's like a division, isn't it, between the adults and the adolescents, right?
That's what the film's built on. Like, the kind of concept behind what would cause a government to make this in the first place makes no sense. Just don't even pay attention to that. It's just basically the premise, would you kill your friend in order to survive? That's basically the tagline of the movie.
So would you? If you and I were in an arena, a radio station arena,
yeah.
And
DJ off it,
and one of us had to survive to review movies, would you take me out?
No, I would work together with you to form a better path for both of us.
I would take you out in a second.
Yeah.
I would not hesitate. So Battle Royale, do you like it?
Battle Royale is interesting, weird. I think like the basic plot of the movie is not that good.
Okay, I mean, kids. Hold on a second.
No, I mean,
so kids fighting each other, killing each other is not cool.
Well,
let me rephrase that.
There's a reason this was not released in the.
Let me rephrase that. See, this is why I shouldn't host things. So you've got movies like Lord of the Flies and stuff like that, where you've got these kids doing like a gladiator kind of thing, where it's the best man or woman wins.
Sure, I think this movie is a movie of moments, not necessarily of an overall plot. I think there are a lot of very strong moments in the movie.
Okay.
And for a little bit of background, the movie originally came out around 2000. You can kind of think of what was happening around that time that would prevent that from coming to the United States. It didn't get released here officially until, I think, 2012.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Quentin Tarantino, oddly enough, big fan of this movie. Which, if you've watched it, you probably know why.
Well, there's a lot of cool scenes, and he uses one of the actresses in the film.
Yeah, one of the actresses appears in Kill Bill.
Mm-hmm.
Like a lot of good moments. Not great acting, but I mean, I will give that a pass because they actually cast high school kids for each of the parts.
Okay.
So I thought that was interesting. So I'm willing to give the acting a slide.
You had mentioned this in our last review that it's hard to get associated with these characters because it's hard to remember their names.
We were just talking about kind of the plot points before we even started. I can't remember anyone's name.
But the filmmakers, I think, understand that, and they what do they do to the characters?
All the main characters, when everyone shows up to the island, they're pretty much in their school uniforms. Mm-hmm. But you'll notice all the main characters really quickly will alter their dress so they appear distinct in some way.
Right.
Like one of the guys will take off his jacket. One of the girls has a jacket tied around her waist.
Some guy has a headband.
Yeah,
or something.
Headband. Yeah, they do a good job of kind of isolating. Yeah, here's an important character you kind of need to pay attention to. They're not going to be cannon fodder. How most, I believe it's 42 total students end up at the beginning. And like I said, there are a lot of good moments, a lot of kind of good character beats. The overall plot, that's a little bit more hit or miss. But I think it's still worth watching. It does have quite a few shocking scenes, just that will hit you out of nowhere.
Right.
Kind of almost jump scares in a way.
And some of the issues that I had with it, and you've got teenagers,
yeah,
and they're arguing about some of the stupidest things, and that's what I was a teenager, you were a teenager,
yep.
We've done that, so it's kind of hard to relate to a lot of those characters when they're arguing about, oh, you're not friends with me, so I hate you, and blah 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 or whatever, so that's some of those scenes were a little rough, but the killing scenes were cool.
Yeah, killing scenes were cool. I think they kind of took the cheap way out, especially compared to how the book did it. One of the main of the student villains is basically a guy that just transferred in because he likes doing this. I thought that was kind of a cop-out. He's the one that ends up having the most kills. I thought that was kind of, just taking the easy way out by having someone not involved with any of the kids to begin with that just starts mowing them down. I thought that could have been very, because that was a different way it was in the book. But like the main female student villain was creepy to all get out, and I thought she did a good job, and like I said, acting, not the greatest, but you get over that pretty quickly.
All right, Sean, so you're at home on a Saturday night, you've got two movies in front of you, you've got The Hunger Games,
sure,
and you have got Battle Royale. Which one do you pick?
I will watch Battle Royale. If you want to see me go on a very long treatise of the bad things in the first Hunger Game, we can extend this segment to an hour and a half.
So you're going to pick Battle Royale over the Hunger Games?
Yes.
Really?
Yes. I have very real problems with the first Hunger Games movie.
Man, we've already reviewed it. I'm interested to hear what you got to say, but you're right. We're out of time.
Yeah.
We'll be back with another review. It's a movie called Infernal Affairs. We'll get to that next right here on the Screen Team.